Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's ironic I just started this video by claiming my 4-hour crystal. Because what we're going to talk about today is the details so far that Kabam released from the new and crazy buffed, improved 7-hour Legend Celebration, brutal DLX inspired Legend Celebration event overall, crystals. Now I got to tell you all this. Last couple years I haven't been impressed with this event. You might say, oh, here's Mr. Negative being too critical. Just be thankful it exists. And there's a certain argument that exists where don't look the gift horse in the mouth. If it's not free, you can't complain about it. If it doesn't exist, you can't complain about it. All those arguments have some validity to them. I understand the arguments. I understand why this is supposed to be where it is in the game. But you know, it still felt like the previous crystal was designed for like a game 5 or 6 years ago. It's great to get a little bit of units, even though that's pretty rare, but most of the time it was like a couple of small health potions or maybe a revive if you're lucky, energy. But like 4-star shards and 5-star shards in 2022 or 2021? No. And the 6-star shards were a very small amount. There weren't obviously Paragon crystals back then. There weren't 7-star shards. We just needed a crazy buff to get excited about logging in. Because I know people who are willing, if the crystal was good, to literally set their alarm. I wouldn't recommend this. To wake up, to claim their crystal, and then go back to bed. That's how serious some people were when these crystals first came out. I also get that it is a Summoner Appreciation Month evolution in a way, where we used to get these along with the gold boost, experience points boost, and now it looks a bit different. I get all of that. So, with that being said, we have a few things to talk about, and one of them is taken directly from the Kabam live stream, a 14-day Legend Celebration login calendar we're going to get into. I have also emailed myself some specifics that I'm excited to read off. So this Legends Celebration, again, including a 14-day login calendar, depending on your progression level, depends on your calendar. It's got a login crystal with a chance for that exclusive 7-star celebrations pool that they gave away. I really think most people, and we'll show it in a second, are going to go Ebony Coleslaw on this. But it's insane that you could get a free 7-star from a free login 7-hour crystal. You don't talk about the ultimate buff. Now, most people won't get it, and obviously we'll know people who do, and will be jealous as heck. But the best part about this, it's not tied to progression. Kabam Jax actually commented that the first ever 7-star went to an uncollected player, and he thought that was cool. And honestly, I think that's cool. Because the haves and the have-nots have never been more important of a conversation in this community, especially with the economy of the game changing drastically due to July 4th week sales. And I love that this is not tied to progression. However, the login calendar is, which is why the message from Kabam is the same message I'm going to give now. If you are Cavalier and you need to become Thronebreaker, or especially Thronebreaker, and you're close to becoming Paragon, do it before this starts, because I don't think, unlike July 4th week, that the calendar will change once it starts. If you're locked into that progression, you're locked in for 14 days. At least that's how it's been in the past. 7-star shards are going to be in the 7-hour crystal. Paragon crystals could be in there. And then we'll notice, let's just take this thing one day at a time. So, day 1, look at that. Half of a tier 3 alpha. Day 2, I wish those were generics. It's weird that they're class-based RNG, but you still get some 6-star 6 stones. That feels like it was taken from a couple years ago, or at least last year, not this year. But then you get half of a tier 6 basic. Again, all that's amazing. Thronebreakers are staring at that, being like, God, I could use that. That's the motivation Kabam's trying to get. I thought it'd be cool if this was a 6-star, but it's 1/3 of a 6-star. However, at least it's shards, because several of you tell me you only care about opening 6-star featured crystals now. So saving those shards, if you're hoarding, is more valuable than a 6-star basic crystal, which of course doesn't allow you to use those at all for featured crystals. Then day 5, a 5% selector for maybe, I would guess, maybe some tier 6 class catalyst fragments. That looks to be the case. Day 6, 1,500 7-star shards. Not a lot. Only 10% of a 7-star basic crystal after you open your first 2, but better than nothing. Another 10 class-based RNG dependent 6-star 6 stones. Day 8, a fully formed Tier 3 Alpha, which means 1.5 free Tier 3 Alpha. That's by far the most we've ever seen. Day 9, 3 Paragon Crystals. Lord knows somebody who's not me is going to get a 7-star from those, statistically speaking. Day 10, a fully formed Tier 6 Basic. Day 11, there's the 10,000 6-star shards, which means you can open a retail price 6-star featured crystal, especially a new one if you wait when it comes into the game, just from this calendar. Day 12, another 5% selector. Only there's 5 of those. Let's hope that's Tier 6 class catalysts, because that would be a 25% selector if you use all 5 on the same champion. Day 13 is a 3,000 7-star shards. Again, 7-star shards are pretty chintzy on, but in terms of like what we normally see those rewards in story quests, this is about what you'd expect from like completing the newest chapter of Act 8. So that's kind of amazing for free. And then most importantly, you get one of these tokens, and the tokens are very important because there's 3 available. I think they said questing in the arena where you get there too, which means yes, some of you are going to have to go back into the arena, which you hate, and I get it. You trade them in for an exclusive 7-star champion. There's more agency, more choice in this crystal, and that is why they have showed off this. There are technically 6 champions in this exclusive 7-star legend selector that you get when you trade in your tokens. I think most people, including myself, are going to be tempted to go with Ebony Coleslaw for Battlegrounds defense. Black Panther, I kind of laughed at. Sam Wilson's a solid champion. Emma's a solid champion. I bet my Battle Realm bestie, Katie Candy, is going to be all over her bay with this. Red Goblin, some of you say, is one of the most underappreciated champs in the game. Ant-Man, I think is much better with his buff, but still not somebody that I play with at all. And he's at the very bottom of the screen, if you see me zoom in right there. So, I think my takeaways from this is the kind of thing Kabam needs to do more of. Because, look, somebody asked me this question. Again, I'm going to put this more in detail this weekend in a video, but Prof, what would happen if you only logged into the game 3 times a year? During spring cleaning, July 4th week, and Cyber Weekend. Would you have a better account if you've spent the max rewards on those days than somebody who plays the game every day faithfully, but is either a casual spender or a free-to-play player? And honestly, so far my answer would unequivocally be yes. In fact, there were people who said, even at the bottom of the progression level, that you could start a new account on July 4th and have a better account by the end of that week if you bought up everything than people who've been playing the game for 4 years and just casually progressing because they have, families and spouses and significant commitments outside of this game. And that just sucks, right? That's just an unequivocally thing that sucks the life out of the community and makes people want to quit. So you need to give people more of an incentive to clear content without spending cash to be rewarded in between those major whale holidays, or else people are just going to quit in droves. And I don't blame them. When I put myself into the shoes of those players and I take out myself and my own YouTube channel and my own interests, I'd feel the same way. But events like this will help. So, good luck everybody in this. Get excited. Kabam had an amazing live stream. I'm still just taking it video by video, so it's not a 30-minute news video. I'm excited. Thanks for watching.